Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another inspiring episode of Superbrands Bangladesh. My name is Khairul Bashar. I'll be your host. Through this effort, we are trying to bring out all the great stories of all the great brand stories of Bangladesh. In the last episode, we talked about Superbrands. You know about Superbrands, right? UK-based platform. This UK-based platform has been working for more than 27 years in 90 countries, and they're bringing out all the great stories of the brands. Today, we are very lucky to have two brands with us. One is ACI Salt, another one is ACI Logistics. Now, let me introduce two gentlemen representing two super brands presenting here today. First of all, Mahadi Faisal, Deputy Director, Shwapno, ACI Logistics Limited.
Thank you.
Then I have Mr. Jisan Rahman, Business Manager, ACI Consumer Brands.
Thank you for inviting. Thank you.
ACI Salt has become the most trusted name in Bangladesh, right? And the way you have become the most trusted brand in Bangladesh, I really want to know about the backstory of becoming the best brand.
ACI Salt started its journey in 2005. So that time the market was mostly was proliferated by the unhygienic salts. Impurities was there, and there was lack of proper iodization. So what ACI Salt did, we introduced 100% vacuum evaporated salt, which is perfectly safe for human health, and also we removed the impurities, and we made sure that properly iodization is there. So within 6 months of launch, we gained the market leadership. Consumer accepted the propositions, and after that 20 years has passed by, and we are upholding the market leadership through our innovation, through our commitment to quality and trust of the millions of consumers. And in 20 years, we have achieved so many recognitions. We have got Best Brand Award for 13 times consecutively. We have got Superbrands for the 4th consecutive time. We have got the recognition for the Best Salt Mill Award in the industry. We have got the occupational health safety standards. We have got the ISO certifications. And most importantly, our packaging is 100% food grade packaging. And the design was recognized in the Pack of Life, the international recognition for the excellence in packaging. So these are the small initiatives and the recognitions that has taken us through this journey. And now we are proudly, we can say we are the new standard of trust and love and trust in the salt industry.
I think it's a great story that you just told us. I think I'll come back to you again. Yeah. We'll get to know more about ACI Salt. Before that, I think I need to turn my face around to ask you the first question. Shwapno so far changed the retail experience in Bangladesh, right? One of the few brands contributed significantly in changing this experience. Tell us more about it.
Shwapno believes that the brand becomes stronger by its people. Shwapno is very much into creating positive impacts for both people and planet. I would like to give you an example of our recent initiatives to make it more clear. Last year, probably you have seen an initiative from Shwapno that was affordable nutritional pack, beef combo pack at a very low price, and that was a very talked about initiatives at that time. It was not just a marketing initiative or outcome. It came from what we call generative listening. We try to listen to our consumers with an empathetic approach, with an open heart. And that's what makes Shwapno different, and that's what basically where Shwapno is creating some sort of difference. And that spirit, I would say, among the people of Shwapno, to try to listen to the consumers empathetically, getting into their shoes, thinking for a solution that would fit them best. That's the spirit. That's how Shwapno is growing and trying to create positive impacts on.
Thank you for saying this out loud. And any product, any proposition, if it is not accepted by the people and if you fail to listen to them, then of course you are going to fail. So Shwapno is precisely working on that area.
Yeah, definitely. That's the purpose.
Absolutely.
For what we are working for.
Right. So if I come back to you, then iodization is a big problem for this country, and I think 20 years ago you have solved that problem, then gradually you became a market leader. So tell us more about this commitment towards society, where you played a critical role.
We launched with a mission to build the nation, to actively participate in building the nation through iodization, because it's a very important element in a child's development in early stages, the cognitive development, the physical development. So it plays a vital role. So we launched with that mission, and we are trying to also improve the quality of the life of the people, like low sodium salt, like the double fortified salt. So for the different age groups, for their health and well-being. Also, we have got the occupational safety standard certification. We are ensuring the health and safety of our workers. Also, we are working with ILO actively to, improve the quality of the life of the farmers who are cultivating the salt.
Beyond this, any other initiative ACI Salt has taken so far for promoting the corporate social responsibility?
We are investing heavily on the children's development.
Right.
Because most of our marketing budget, we are allocating to the improvement of those areas, like the contents we are making, the activities we are running, mostly around the children, because they are the future of the nation. And we have got some very interesting initiatives like Space Exploration Olympiad, so that they can learn about the space, they can grow interest. We have got a content like the Big Gun Nama, where we are promoting the life of popular scientists, so that they grow interest at a very early age and they become interested. So these are the initiatives. I think the children will be future ready. We are enabling them in a very exciting way. So we are trying to make our content as exciting as possible for them, so that the parents can come over to to motivate their children to try the new things, try robotics, try out the new scientific explorations and everything.
Yeah. Thank you for saying this. Now I'll come back to Shwapno. I think Shwapno so far has changed the retail experience big time in Bangladesh, and the way it is more accessible and affordable, it is mention worthy. But at the same time, I'm sure you have some future plans to make it more digital savvy, and initiatives that we get to see in when you travel outside Bangladesh. So what are your future plans to make Shwapno more future ready?
Of course, as I said, Shwapno is very much consumer centric. The value system of Shwapno is definitely, I would say, a unique one, globally I would say, because which is basically the backbone of the organization. The value system we usually see in many organizations, that is a written form, 5 to 6 values with their descriptions. But Shwapno's value system is very unique. It's represented through a tree. It's a symbol of tree, and that this is very much relatable. And these roots are basically remind us that we need to be customer centric. We need to be grounded. That holds us firmly with the ground. And among those values, we have respect and responsiveness, learning and unlearning at the same time. That is also unique, because many of the times we get trapped by our pre-gained knowledge. So unlearning is nowadays a very important thing. We are taught to challenge our conventional knowledges. So these are the value systems, and the stem it represents the pragmatism. We preach pragmatism very much in our organization. And the branches are, different values like passion at the one side, perfection is at the other side, and there are disruptions and creativity. And the sun, from where the tree gets the energy, is basically the purpose for what we are working for. So our value system is definitely, I must say, is a very unique one. And as I have said, I gave the example of our recent, campaign of beef combo pack launching. That was also a very systematic approach. Systematic approach of listening. So yes, definitely we know that automation and other sort of digitalization has to be there. But for what? It has to be there for, the better convenience of our consumers.
Right.
Yeah, and of course, for that, I would like to give you another example that recently Shwapno has started, self-checkout counters. And most important part is, this system is homegrown. It is completely in-house. It was developed in-house by our young people, young team members. That's another strength of Shwapno that I mentioned earlier, that people. So we have very global standard, energetic team, very good people. And at the same time, we are very much fortunate that we have a global standard. We have some global standard coaches. Those who are, continuously improving us. We have, a robust CRM system to have better understanding of our consumers so that we can serve them well, we can, better understand them, their need. But the most important thing is for us, with data and all these analytics, we try to, put a lot of our heart to listen to our consumers.
Yeah. And design your service and products accordingly. Fantastic, fantastic. So I will come back to you, where I think salt production and then packaging and the selling to the end customer, the whole value chain, it has some pitfalls, right? And certain risk factors as well, ensuring the hygiene and quality. It's a very difficult task. How do you ensure the product is pure and going in good condition to the end customer?
Okay, so you rightly said, so it's a large scale operation.
Yeah.
So if I go to the starting point of it, the collecting the raw crude salt,
right,
the raw material of salt, what you see in the packet, it comes from the sea. The farmers cultivate the salt, then we collect it from our Cox's Bazar area mostly, and we bring it to our factory. And when we receive in the factory, it goes through a robust system, which is the state-of-the-art machine we have, the factory we have it, the Swiss technology, Ivatherm. So it ensures in every step of the production, the quality is ensured. The proper iodization, the proper moisturization, moisture control, and everything. I would say from collection to the production to the distribution, we are following the international standard of salt production and distribution. Even though in our distribution system, we try to use the covered vans so that the external pollution, rain and sunlight, excessive sunlight doesn't hamper. And also in the distribution points, we train our distributors and sales team to have a proper storage of our product and to maintain all the checklist and parameters for have a international standard.
Fascinating. Now my question, I will reflecting on Shwapno and your brand proposition, Better Life Every Day, right? This is your
making every day better life.
So what do you mean by this? As a retail, how do you improve our life?
Yeah, of course. We are fortunate enough that we have chances to interact with many areas of your lives, like the food you are consuming, where it is being grown. Shwapno is not just transporting the food from one end to you. We are getting into the deep science of the food production, how it is being produced, what it is, what's the ingredients or materials or the inputs going into the soil health, and how it is affecting soil health, and then it is affecting the crop. Shwapno is a retailer, so as a retailer, we probably it was not required, but back at 2016, I would say, we became the first Global Gap member, not in Bangladesh, but in Southeast Asia as a retailer. So Global Gap is a global, is a leading standard of safe and sustainable agriculture. So why we partnered with them? Because we cared about you. It is our responsibility to see, whether the food we are bringing to you is safer or not, whether it was produced in a sustainable way or not. As I said earlier, so I'll again stick to my, whatever we are doing has to be good for people and planet.
Right.
So that's how I would say Shwapno goes, that extra mile to make sure that our actions, our everyday actions are there for, making your lives every day better. We are very much, careful about, bridging that gap between seed to shelf and then shelf to soul.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
Super, super. Thank you so very much for
Thank
saying
you.
this. I mean, it's super. Yeah. So, I know ACI Salt, you are consecutive winners of the Superbrands Award for, I think, fourth time?
Fourth time,
Yeah.
yes.
What does it mean for you?
It means a lot to us because it reflects the trust of the millions of people in our brand and the trust of the stakeholders and everyone. So it enhances our commitment to the quality and our commitment to build a meritorious Bangladesh. So it will help us a lot because when you get these recognitions, the expectations from the stakeholders and the people grows bigger. So we'll be strengthening our investments in the development of the nation throughout so many activities, and also by ensuring the premium quality, highest quality salt to the nation.
More responsibility?
More responsibility, yes. And we are ready to continue our legacy as the pioneer, one of the pioneers in the vacuum evaporated salt industry.
Yeah. I will come back with the same question to you. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, that's a big responsibility.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's a big recognition, and of course, a much bigger responsibility. For Shwapno, I would say that, as I have said again, I would say that we are lucky enough that 3 million families they have placed their trust in Shwapno, and that reminds us always that we have to work harder to keep their dreams every day alive.
Right.
So that's a big responsibility, and it is every day we are getting reminder, and we are reminded every day on daily basis that we have to earn their trust, and that's how we can do it is only by making sure that we are working for making their lives every day better.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mahdi Faisal, for all the words that you have just said, and Mr. Jisan Rahman for your commitment to do better in the coming days. Dear audience, you have seen this Superbrand Award is basically, of course, it is an accolade to the great brands of Bangladesh, and at the same time you get a global recognition along with all the other 90 countries where Superbrands operate. They have been doing this for more than 27 years, but at the same time it talks a lot about responsibility. So once you have this badge on your shoulder, then you have a bigger responsibility to deliver on, because the consumer segment, they basically expect more from these brands. And two gentlemen working in a very critical area where food safety, wellness are directly connected. The way they've been talking about the production to distribution and to retail, everything they've been doing this in a sustainable way. So it tells a lot about two strong brands where with huge amount of social commitment, right? Doing this is never easy in Bangladesh, but they are committed to do so. With this episode, I was trying to bring out the best stories from two super brands, ACI Salt and Shwapno. I believe you liked it a lot, and in the next episode, we'll have more brands, more super brands, and more stories for you. Looking forward to meet you again. Thank you so very much.